It's exactly 7:11 a.m. on Wednesday, December 20th, 2023. It's, as you can see, 30 degrees outside right now in Boston. And it has a real feel of 23. And there's no heat in here. This unit is ice cold right now. It actually woke me up about an hour and a half early because I'm freezing. I can't get warm even with a blanket. So I've decided to get up and turn the burners on my stove on for warmth. These baseboards are ice cold. So these are metal baseboards, as I keep mentioning in my videos. Metal is a conductor material. If there was even a little bit of heat in the pipe that is right under here, this baseboard would be a little too uncomfortable to touch. But because there's absolutely no heat in here whatsoever, I can just leave my hand on here for minutes and minutes and minutes. It's like touching a car that's been sitting outside, cold metal. I have to call the Greenville group now, and there is an inspection scheduled for this unit for tomorrow, Thursday, December 21st, by Inspectional Services for the no heat situation, along with an ongoing rodent infestation. The rodents intermittently get into this unit, and they tend to come in here when it's cold. So this past night, I kept hearing rustling noises over by my stove. That's a sign that there's mice in here. I can't always see them. I did manage to get one on video 2 weeks ago. But again, there's no heat in here, so it's freezing. If it's 30 degrees outside right now, it feels like 23. It's probably below 60 degrees in here. And there's no heat. So no heat in these baseboards. This is metal. I wouldn't be able to leave my hand on here, for several minutes if there was just a small amount of heat. The pipes would be causing this metal to heat up and to radiate the heat outward, which would cause my hand to be a little too hot probably at this point. But now it's been like 2 minutes, and my hand is still on here comfortably. So I have to let the Greenville group know. They haven't responded to multiple no heat complaints from my phone number over the last few weeks. There has not been any heat in this unit, any functioning heat since February. For 2 years now, over 2 years. There's also baseboards over here. And there's no heat in here. I mean, you can't see my hand. Hold on. There's no heat. Ice cold baseboards. And again, it's 30 degrees in Boston, but feels like 23. And it is so cold in here that it literally has been waking me up throughout the night. It has caused mice to suddenly come back in this unit. You can hear them wrestling in the trash in the area behind the stove. They come in when it's cold. Thankfully, there is an inspection scheduled for tomorrow from Inspectional Services for the no heat situation. Hopefully they'll show up in the morning. Okay, so it is still 30 degrees, feels like 23 according to the weather report. That happens to be now in Boston. Boston weather now. It is 7:20 a.m. It's not supposed to be much warmer today. It's supposed to be going up to 35 or 37. Looks like the high is going to be maybe 41 at 3 p.m. Going back down to 40 at 4 p.m. There's no heat in this unit, so I've had to turn the burners on my stove on for warmth. And as I just demonstrated, I can leave my hands on the baseboard heating units, the baseboard heating pipes forever because there's no heat in them and they are metal. So if there was even a small amount of heat coming through the pipes that are being covered by those baseboard metal heating devices or coverings, I would not be able to leave my hand on there for minutes and minutes and minutes. It would be a little too uncomfortably warm. Metal is a conductor substance. So again, if there was a tiny amount of heat in the pipes, the metal would radiate that heat outward, and I wouldn't be able to leave my hand on those baseboards. If it is 23 degrees real feel, then it is below 60 in here right now. So I have to call Greenville and notify them, even though there hasn't been any heat in this unit For weeks, they did have the heat on in here in November when it was actually fairly warm, and the heat went up to 85 degrees for 2 weeks. They didn't shut it off for 2 weeks, and then they finally just shut it off completely, and there hasn't been any heat in this unit since December 1st, when Greenville did shut off the heat to this unit after being unable to regulate it in this unit and having it at 85 to 90 degrees for 2.5 weeks straight. Between like November 10th and December 1st, there was excessive heat in this unit, and now there's no heat.
Hello, you've reached the Greenville Real Estate Group. Our office hours are from 9 to 5, Monday through Friday. Our office is currently closed. If this is an emergency, please press 1. Otherwise, press 2 to leave a voicemail for the front office. After the tone, please leave a detailed message with your name and number so we may get back to you when we return.
Hi there. It's right around 7:25 a.m. on Wednesday, December 20th, 2023. I'm calling for the Greenville Group and from Unit 89 to let Greenville know there has been no functioning heat in Unit 89 for weeks now, and you guys shut the heat off to this unit on December 1st. There is still absolutely no heat in the baseboard heating pipes in my unit, even though it is 30 degrees in Boston right now at this time with a real feel of 23. There is absolutely no heat in the baseboard heating pipes in Unit 89 at this time. Please send maintenance up here as soon as you can today to check the pipes and see why there is no heat going through them. At the same time, I notified management several times yesterday that the tap water that comes out of the tap and shower head of this unit stinks intermittently like a 5-day-old backup toilet. It absolutely smells nauseating, and the water that comes out of there literally stinks up everything it comes into contact with. So it's not coming from me. I mean, I shower every day anyway when I have to go to work, and the rinse water should not smell like sewage, and it has been smelling like sewage with increasing intensity over the last several days. This used to be a problem intermittently. I've mentioned it in dozens of emails to Greenville over the last 4 years. It has gotten really bad over the last week or so, where I keep having to jump out of the shower when the water suddenly stinks like sewage, and then try to rinse out my face or my eyes or my mouth in the sink, but then the water from the sink also intermittently stinks like sewage. So there's something very foul that is seeping into the pipes that are providing water to this unit. The water from the bathroom down the hall does not do that. So again, it is 7:25 a.m. on Wednesday, December 20th, 2023. There is no heat in Unit 89. I am requesting that you send maintenance up here as soon as you possibly can today. Please let me know when they can come up to the unit and check the pipes. I sent an email a week ago requesting that you send maintenance up here to check the pipes, and you never did. I had also spoken with somebody at the front desk and asked them to send maintenance up here to check the pipes to see why there's no heat, and maintenance has not shown up to check the heat. They did show up yesterday when I was in the middle of jumping into the shower to check the pipes, and that was not a convenient time for me. So I asked them to come back at 2. They did not come back at 2. So please send maintenance up here this morning to check the heating pipes to verify that there's no heat in here. There is an inspectional services visit scheduled, and that is for the no heat. That is upcoming. If you have any questions, I can be reached at 617-459-0208. Thank you. Okay. So, yeah, I just called 524-2988. That is the Greenville Group to notify them of no heat in this unit at this time.